That's enough of that. Hello there, Nick Jackson, Criterion Collection Reviewer Guy here. Trying to be definitely with a better intro than the first time I did this. Yes, the first time. Number 3. It's weird going from 280 to 3. And yeah. Number 3, Alfred Hitchcock's The Lady Vanishes. Now, for those of you wondering why I'm doing this one again, if you go back, somebody pointed out to me that if you go back to the original review that I did of this movie back in 2013, for some reason the audio cuts out after like the first 7 seconds after my introduction, and you can't hear any more of it. And I don't know why. I haven't been able to figure out why that is. And I don't keep a lot of my old old videos, so I can't re-upload it or anything like that. Yeah, so rather than do that again, rather than just leave it blank, I thought, well, we got to do it again. And so this one is more of a technical. This one is like the only one that so far that's like a technical re-review. All the other reviews that I'm planning on doing are ones that I want to do because I feel like I need to do a better review of them. I want to give it another chance. I don't feel like I gave it a great rating, and I'd like to have as best truly ones that I feel like I didn't give a fair shot. But this one is more technical. I did like this one, and I'm glad I rewatched it again because this one, I think it's like after rewatching it a second time, I feel like I want it so I liked it so much that I want to actually get this one. But yeah, so anyway, Lady Vanishes, 1938, 96 minutes. Let me tell you all about this one. Originally, when this is actually my 3rd or 4th take on this, and I actually decided, well, my last take, not that you're going to see this, my last take, I got about halfway through and I realized I was like revealing the whole plot, and I'm not going to do that one. I'm not going to do that to this one, so anyway, but I will tell you about the basic character, the characters. So anyway, there's this group of characters that are all in this that are staying in this overcrowded hotel in this fictional country. Does it say Bandrika? I think it's a fictional country, Bandrika. And I'll tell you about the characters. There's Iris, played by Margaret Lockwood, she's the star of this movie. And I don't know what Iris's deal is. Like, I couldn't catch what she is. She's traveling with the girls. I guess they're like dancers. And she's got a job somewhere in some other city or something. And so that's all I could pick up as to who she is. And then there's who else? Who else was there? And there's Michael Redgrave's character, Gilbert. Gilbert is this clarinet player. He writes music, and he and Iris. I want to keep calling her Margaret. He and Iris meet under more she complains about him because he has these dancers dancing for him while he writes and plays, and so Iris has calls the hotel and bribes the manager to get him to move out. And so he leaves the room, and there's no other rooms, and so he moves himself into Iris's room. And so they're kind of like enemies at the beginning. Then they become frenemies later in the movie and all that. And so that's them. So I got Gilbert. Who else? Miss Froy, who is the lady in question. Miss Froy is this older lady who's a music teacher, and yeah. So there's who else am I missing? There's Eric. What is his last name? Eric Todhunter, who's this soon-to-be judge, who's on judge, and they list her as Mrs. Todhunter, Mrs. in quotes, because the woman he's traveling with is not his wife; it's his lover, and it's kind of like their thing is hush hush. And so anyway, so basically, so they were traveling together, and originally I thought that her character, Eric's mistress, Lyndon Travers, who's played by Lyndon Travers, I thought that she was the star of it, and I forgot that it was Margaret Lockwood's character, Iris. So yeah, so they're staying in the hotel as well. But the stars of the movie, in my personal opinion, are Caldicott and Charters. Oh, I forgot they're a lot funnier than they were the first time I saw them. I caught a lot of the dialogue and I got a lot of the jokes, and the first time I watched it. I have to admit, the first time I watched this, it was really late, and I have to admit wasn't my. I have to redo this one because it was really late, and I remember like falling asleep during like part of it and like passing out and having to rewind back and watch it again and just not really being into it too much. So I'm glad I'm rewatching it again just for that. So I'm glad I got muted so I can do it again and here. And I've learned to not do reviews, like watch movies like late at night unless I know for a fact that I'm going to be up or doing something where I know that I'll be awake for it, But anyway, so that's why I try to do them in the middle of the day too, because also the lighting's a lot better. I mean, obviously in this new house, the lighting, I could basically do it at any time of the day and I'll be happy with the lighting. But anyway, back to Lady Vanishes. Caldicott and Charters, they're hilarious. They're basically Abbott and Costello if both of them were British, both of them were Abbott, and yeah, basically if there were two Abbotts, and if Costello looked like Abbott, if they were both Abbott, both of them were funny, and both of them were British and all that stuff. So, and they're bachelors, and all they're concerned about is catching this cricket match. So they're hilarious, and I loved it. I was looking forward to seeing them again because their performances are hilarious. And yeah, so anyway, so they are traveled. They're stuck in this hotel. They're set to travel off they're traveling to London, I think, the next day. But they have to wait for the snow to be shoveled out. And so the next morning, and so there's this air of intrigue too, because you see these little attempts on, I think, Miss, what's her name? Miss Froy's life. And because later, because you see, there's a singer that Miss Froy's admiring, the window singer, and he's killed off, and then later, and then the next day, Iris gets this flower planter that looks like it was meant for Miss Froy, or was it? And so throughout the movie, Iris is checking her head, and she ends up passing out at one point after her and Miss Froy have tea. And when she comes to, Mrs. Froy is gone, and she's looking for her everywhere, and she can't find her. And so she asks Gilbert for help, or actually Gilbert throws himself into her world, and the doctor, whose name I can't remember, Dr. Hartz, played by Paul Lucas, he wants to help out too. So the three of them are looking around, and that's where I'm going to leave the plot. I'm going to leave the plot right there, because this is a pretty cool movie. And I still don't think it's Hitchcock's greatest. I still think I really like Spellbound, probably as most of the ones we've seen so far. But this one is really cool. And I feel like there's another one we've seen. What was the other one? There's at least 5 I think we've seen of his movies, and I'm trying to remember now. I know there's Lady Vanishes, Rebecca, Spellbound, Notorious, and I am so looking it up right now because I'm trying to blank out. But yeah, so that's the movie, and throughout the movie, it's this Iris and Gilbert, trying to figure out what's going on, what happened to Miss Froy, and all that. So, and of course, and everybody else gets involved. Caldicott and Charters get involved. The Todd Hunters get involved. The Doctor gets involved. So yeah. So anyway, that's basically the plot. Oh, wait a minute. What was I missing? Oh, the 39 Steps. Yeah, that's another great one. That's the one I was trying to remember. What are the 39 Steps? So anyway, so where does this rank? I would say that this is actually, I'd still say Rebecca's probably is weakest of the 5 we've seen so far. I'd say that Spellbound's the greatest. I'd say this is probably the second greatest we've seen. I'd say Spellbound, Lady Vanishes, 39 Steps, Notorious, and then Rebecca. I'd say yeah, this is probably one of his better ones. What do I give it? We'll give it an A minus. A minus. I think there's something about Iris's character that rubs me the wrong way. Maybe it's just because it's just her I don't know, just her like pluckiness of it all. I just kind of got a little annoying at the beginning, you know. But yeah, so basically that's the movie. It's a fantastic movie. Hitchcock, you know, is able to tie in mystery and humor and just knock it out of the park. And it's definitely one of his funnier movies. The funniest movie we've seen. I mean, there's a level, there's humor in something like 39 Steps, but this is a little more intentional, way more intentional humor in the Lady Vanishes than in 39 Steps. So, and you know me, I love a good comedy, so I will give it up to Lady Vanishes. Great movie, A minus, fantastic stuff. And I'm just looking to see. I'm just curious as to what the next movie we'll be seeing of his isn't until season 7, man. Number 643, The Man Who Knew Too Much. Number 696, Foreign Correspondent, and I think that's it. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, and I think that is that's the only other. So those are the other movies we'll be seeing. So anyway, so yeah, Lady Vanishes. Supplements. Disc 1 is just the movie. Disc 2 has the Disc 2 is a treat because we get another movie, an 80-minute feature called Crook's Tour, which features Charters and Caldicott. Because I guess they were so popular that they got their own series. They're also in the movie Night Train to Munich, which is I think in the 300s. Train to Munich, number 523, Night Train to Munich, which also stars Margaret Lockwood, but was directed by Carol Reed, and so it's funny. So I'm looking forward to that one. Also because it's Carol Reed who did Third Man, and I love the Third Man. But also, you know, just seeing just all the similarities to, you know, there's a train, Margaret Lockwood, and of course Caldicott and Charters. I'm dying to see them again. And so, yeah, so watching Crook's Tour again was great, and I think I want to get it for the fact that I like this movie so much more, and for Crook's Tour, and to have Crook's Tour, because that's definitely a lot more straightforward comedy. There is a level of intrigue, you know. Charters get involved with this this ring about a record, and that's all I'll say about the plot for that one. And what else can I say about this? Supplements, other supplements. There's a 10-minute excerpt from this interview that Francois Truffaut did with Hitchcock back in '62, and the excerpts here are just focus on him asking about the Lady Vanishes and 39 Steps too. And then there's a 34-minute video essay called Mystery Train, which just talks about, you know, just a video essay about the Lady Vanishes, and it's just basically just white people talking about British people, you know, or white people talking about white people. However you want to interpret it. So yeah. So anyway, it's still even for this is one for the feature length. You know, definitely gonna pick this one up. Be sometime soon. Like the next one I'm getting. I mean, I'm getting them in order of release date. I think the next one I'm gonna get is probably. Well, I have, let's see, the last one I got was The Testament of Dr. Mabuse, and I'm looking forward to rewatching that again. So I'm going to get the 39 Steps next, and then My Man Godfrey, Lower Depths, and then The Lady Vanishes. So yeah, hopefully I'll start looking into picking that one up. Although, I have to tell you, when I told you one of the last reviews, when I was at the local video store, I found Night Train to Munich. I forgot, it just occurred to me that I also found Tanner 88 there. So I might get that one next. Or I might wait until I get another coupon, and hopefully it'll still be there. I'm sure it will be there. I don't know what the demand is on Tanner 88. But yeah, so anyway, we'll leave it at that. So, Lady Vanishes, A-, great movie. Pick it up. Definitely will. So anyway, so yeah, that's it for today. Tomorrow, the 7th. And I say that just because it's just the cover's so dark. I just got a comment last night on my whatever I did, the Sword of Doom review. Somebody mentioned that I looked like I was going into the Seventh Seal with like like a closed mind, and and I have to apologize. I'm getting over a cold that I got a few days ago, and I think I'm over it. I'm still coughing, as you could probably tell. But yeah, last night I was really like kind of out of it, so that I don't say it wasn't my greatest review, my worst review, but it was like, but I definitely was kind of a little, had a weird head, so yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing this one again. I am, because I do have kind of this love-hate relationship with Bergman now, because I love Scenes from a Marriage. Well, I don't love Scenes from a Marriage, but I mean, if I watch it again, I'll probably love it. But I really liked Scenes from a Marriage, and I really liked Fanny and Alexander. I really liked Wild Strawberries, and I kind of liked Smiles of a Summer Night too. Thought that was really cool. So there are some I like, but there are also some that I don't like at all of his, like Through a Glass Darkly, The Silence, and I know there are others. What are some other ones that I never cared much for? I mean, I liked Winter Light too. Winter Light was a good one too. And I liked The Magic Flute. But there are others. Yeah, there are others that I didn't like. It like The Seventh Seal, or what else? I know there are others that I wasn't too crazy. Wasn't crazy about Autumn Sonata or Cries and Whispers. Those were two that I definitely did not. Some that I didn't care as much for. So, but The Seventh Seal is a really popular one of his most imitated movies. So I really want to give this one again. So just because I feel like I understand Bergman a little bit better, and has his style and his the way he throws images into movies. So I want to give this one a shot again, and hopefully I'll give it a better rating. I'm probably going to rewatch my old review and see what I gave it. I don't even remember if I gave ratings back then. I don't think I started giving ratings. I think I did. But anyway, because I don't really watch my old reviews, because But anyway, yeah. So Seventh Seal is tomorrow, and then sometime, maybe tomorrow, or sometime maybe on Sunday night, we'll do Andrei Rublev sometime soon. Maybe Monday as well as Jules. We'll do Jules and Jim and Andrei Rublev as well. I don't know. Like I said, I still have to find out what's on the War Films set. Because we may do multiple of those in one day. But yeah, so anyway, so that's for me. Thank you for watching. I don't know. Lady Vanishes. Morals. Don't kidnap old ladies. There you go. And yeah, so that's it for me. Thank you for watching, and we will see you tomorrow for the Seventh Seal. And until then, thanks for rewatching. Goodbye.